very fucking blatantly obvious.
Or a DQ.
Yeah, unless it's a DQ, and I think it's a blatant DQ.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. Yo, I guess you're gonna ping, right, Tigan?
Yeah. Oh, do you want to do this in the event? Oh, let's do this in event.
Man.
I mean, I got the event NPC set up, bro. Might as well join. You know what?
Okay.
Fuck, we already got Paolo in here. I don't give a fuck anymore.
I'm saying, like no. You let it work, bro.
I set up the ping.
Okay, Will,
you
all right.
Oh no, you go first. You skill your character first.
Why do I go first?
I've gone too first too many times, man. I've gone first too many times.
I'll go first. I'll just say my character's Uni Plus. The Takamagara system observes all of space and time, which would be like the universe. And observing space and time like keeps it into existence. And I'll get the scan for like observation, keeping something into existence.
Yeah, can you show me that? You send it already?
Yeah.
That's the Takamagara. So where in the scan does it talk about observing it means kind of dictating it, ruling over it?
I'm getting the scan.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then let me find fucking the server. So
no opening statements.
Opening statements.
Nigga.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Yeah, Reggie, just shut up, bro.
Yeah, my character kills his. Yeah, there. It's all
Yeah, pretty much, bro.
Yeah.
So it says this: if you continue, you'll become existence, no longer observed by Takamagara. And with no one else to observe you, you will fade from this world. So that the implication of the scan is that the observation is what keeps things in existence, and the Takamagara system observes all of space and time.
Read the scan real quick. Okay. So this applies to your character, so you can see your character skills above this guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can you show me that?
Yeah, sure. He has the power of pretty much like everybody's pretty much. I mean, he is the Azure, and the Azure pretty much has the power of everything. So let me get the Azure.
So is this an argument only for Uni Plus? Is this also for measurable speed? I don't see how this be measurable speed, but
no, it's just Uni Plus.
Okay, I gotcha.
Azure. Where the fuck did I put the Azure scans? Am I retarded? So where the fuck am I again? Oh, I'm retarded. I am really not in debate move. Look at scan. Pretty much the Azure is stated. So as long as Azure exists, the world will exist as well, and no matter what form it may take, all forms of life return to the world of the Azure. And then let me get the scan of my character just having Azure. He states this: I've sensed the power of the Azure from you.
So is the Azure actually like relative or the standing at the Takamagara, or what's the correlation between him being plus and this being
okay? So pretty much the Azure is like the Takamagara is contingent upon the Azure, and all of space and time is contingent upon the Takamagara system. So the Azure would just scale off of that.
You kind of described. I would think the Azure is below that. I don't think it would actually apply or correlate to it. Well, you said upon it, so on top of it. So I feel like that the Takamagara from what you show would dictate that.
No, I'm saying that the Takamagara system is contingent upon the Azure, meaning that so the Takamagara system needs the Azure to exist, and all of space and time needs the Takamagara system, and the Azure would scale above all space and time. That's pretty much the link.
Hold on a second. So how is that scan the first scan, assuming it's the one that kind of proves that it's contingent upon it? How does that refer to the Takamagara or just the world? Like, what is that?
Okay, how does the first one refer to it?
Yeah.
So it says the system controlling the loop of space and time. It was created to control space time in place of the master unit, and then afterwards it says that with the power, it says they constantly observe space-time and the purpose of existence, the continuation of the world. And then obviously I already made an implication that observation is what makes it so something exists within the world. And then this guy says that as long as the Azure exists, the world will exist as well. So the Takamagara system is a part of the world and it observes the world. And then the Azure is something that makes it so all things within the world exist pretty much. It's like all things are contingent upon the Azure, and then all things within the world are contingent upon the Takamagara system. That's the
see.
link.
I don't see the link because I mean, like, kind of what you explained about the Azure is explained in the Takamagara scans. I don't see how that could be consistent.
Regardless of that, you could say I can give another interpretation, say they're equal. Like they could be equal, and either way, it would still be Uni plus.
Okay, well then how does Ragna? Okay, so when it refers to I can sense the power of the Azure from you, like what degree? It's pretty ambiguous of what to extend to the power is. Like what is he talking? Is it a fragment? Is it him entirely? Like what is the context behind this?
He just has the Azure and just like as a whole. Like I can get the scan for that too.
Yeah, show me that. Yeah, show me that.
Sure. Where the fuck? Where is it? Where's my other account? Uno. Did I put it on this? No, I don't know.
Kind of to what I continue off of what I said earlier. Like I don't see how it's consistent that the Azure is above this when, like I said, the way you describe the Azure is almost like the same thing that's being described as the Takamagara. So I don't even see like how the Azure could be equal when there's no like, if anything, I don't see with what you provide how that could prove that.
Yeah. Even if it's equal, I still think it would be like Uni plus regardless.
Well, I'm saying like, yeah, okay. Well, I'm saying it doesn't look like it's equal. I'm saying there's like all these two things are like contradicting definitions, like where they are in this hierarchy. Because one saying this and the other thing is saying this. There's no like differentiation, so I don't see how that's consistent.
Yeah. I'm saying if there's no differentiation here, then we could say, oh, these things also both these things make it so that the cosmology exists. This one thing observes space and time, and the Azure is also a contingent factor upon the cosmology. So it would be this thing observes things into existence that makes space time exist, and as long as the Azure exists, the world will also exist. So like space time is still contingent upon these two things.
I don't even see how you could say that with the scans of the Azure. If anything, the Takamagara with what you sent is above the Azure. So Ragna having the power of the Azure does not mean he's above space and time. So from what I'm looking at right now, the way it's being interpreted in the scans, that so Takamagara pretty much dictates like almost like for kind of like an analogy of like the universe, right? And this thing that dictates like the planet, right? That's not like just obviously when it says world, I'm not saying it literally refers to a world, but from what you've sent, I don't see how you could compare the two or equalize the two.
Okay, looking scans, it says that within the Azure resides all possibilities of the universe, which gives it like an implication that anything within the universe or all things within the universe like comes back to the Azure, which would include the Takamagara system. That's why I'm making the implication that the Azure is just above this, because if the Takamagara system is this system within the universe that is just controlling and observing space and time, then the Azure would just it would just reside within the Azure. And then let me get the scan of Ragna scaling to it because you asked for that. Bro, my gallery's so fucking. What the hell am I looking at, nigga? This is one of those non-debate moods. Not gonna lie, it'd be like that sometimes.
We all know it's hentai.
Also, I don't. Wait, hold on a second. So, when it talks about the possibilities of the universe, like what does it mean by that? Is this like a finite set of possibilities, or like what is it even referring to?
It's just all things within the universe, the composition of the universe.
Okay, like what? Give me some examples of what.
Like the composition of the universe would be like the fundamental things that make up the universe, like space, time, pretty much all laws, like the laws of physics, all things within the universe would be contained within the Azure, which would include other things that aren't common in our universe, obviously, because we don't have this system of the Takamagara system. So it would include things like that. It just hold
on a second. So you're saying Ragna is able to kind of like draw power from this, or he is the power of it. So like you said, he's able to control the laws of the universe, like laws of physics and so on and so forth. Well, I would almost argue that's like law manipulation. He's like defining or manipulating the very laws of reality and structure. So I'd say that's just the DQ. Because he's literally manipulating the laws of the reality, physics. I mean, that's what I would say. Yeah.
Manipulating it. No, he's not
How?
manipulating it.
If he has the power of it, so like he's able to affect it.
No. Having the power of it doesn't entail a manipulation of that.
Okay,
thing.
so then real quick, then what degree does he scale to it?
Okay, let me finish. Having the power of something doesn't entail a manipulation of it because one, you can say that you are okay. How do I put this? You can say that this thing is contingent upon your existence, but that doesn't mean that you would have like the ability to like manipulate all things within this. Like you can create a universe. No, let me finish. You can create a universe, but that doesn't mean like that doesn't necessitate that you can like manipulate the concepts of space and time or something outside of your control. Because even though space and time is included within a universe, that doesn't like necessitate that you can control something higher than like the baseline, which is what I'm saying. He's just controlling the fundamental laws of what makes up a universe.
That's fine, but like then I would have to argue then what degree does Ragna scale to it? There's nothing to say that this is contingent off his existence. I would say if that's the case, then how is he not able to manipulate it? If he's above it, why can't he manipulate it?
Okay,
I mean, he's able to pretty much control every possibility in this universe. And look, it says in the scan, like so. Yes, I don't understand that with it because inside the Azure. Well, hold on a second. I'm providing my contention. In the scan, you descend. That is true. Those chosen who defeat me shall be given the Azure. Inside the Azure resides all possibilities of the universe. Like, okay, then if you don't think that's the case, then you need to provide context to the scan. How it's not.
I'm about to get context. Okay. Not context of it. You asked for like the degree that he scales to it. I said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The degree given would be him controlling space and time within the universe because he can observe this thing. And one, it would be that would be the degree because we know Ragna's Azure. Okay, there's levels of the Azure, right? There's the Azure that Ragna have, which is the Azure Grimoire, and there's the true Azure, which is like this other thing that like controls everything. The Azure that I'm proposing forth is just the Azure that controls the world. Ragna doesn't scale to the true Azure.
So show me that because I think because in the scan that you sent referring to what the Azure does not provide the distinction of what type of Azure it is.
Okay, yeah. Let me give the distinction real quick. So, where did I put it? Where did I put it? Is it in this server? Then this one. Where the fuck is the scan for the Azure Grimoire? Oh yeah, it's in the Ragna second. So Ragna pretty much has this Azure, which is stated to be the Azure Grimoire, which is obviously the Azure would be the true Azure itself. It's something that just draws power from the Azure. And I'm implying that this Azure he has here is it's still strong enough to give him like this universal level of power. While the true Azure would be something that's yeah. I'm saying okay. She talks about how he has the Azure Grimoire, and we know that it's a grimoire which draws power from the Azure. That's why he says I can sense the power of the Azure within you.
Okay, I don't even see how this would still scale Ragna to that degree because this is just saying like it's not even like providing clarification on how he's drawing this level of power from it. It's like there's no no clarification.
I didn't get the scan for that yet because you keep asking for shit.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Go ahead.
Okay, finally. Nigga keeps asking for clarification on 30 things. I'm like, okay, bro. I gotta go back, get another clarification scan, then you make me kill myself. I understand how it is.
Well, that would be a DQ. Burner rejoinder.
Burner rejoinder? I'm a non-existent physiology. Now what?
So you're DQ'd. Now you're DQ'd.
So I'm DQ'd.
Yeah, you're DQ'd. Get the damn scans, bro. Get the scans, bro.
Okay, man. Okay, there we go. This is gonna be like kind of weird. This argument's gonna be kind of weird because the context for what the true Azure is kind of odd and not in the game. But so pretty much this person here talks about how this is the power, and he says that okay, it's not my power, it's everyone's possibilities. This is she says this is the true Azure, but it's not. This is the power. Then she like clarifies the power of the Azure Flame Grimoire. So it gives him the power of pretty much everyone. But we know that the differentiation between this Azure and the other one is that the actual Azure is like the power of origin, which I can get the scan for, which clarifies here.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Concession accept.
Yo, hello?
Yo, why is everyone quiet? What
Yeah,
the fuck's going on?
can anybody hear me? Like, did he lag out? Or what's going on?
Yo, Ichi, you good?
He said, I did looking scans, he's typing some now. Oh, of course, bro.
What happened?
Looking scans. He's talking about I don't think he can rejoin VC.
You disconnected yourself. Okay, bet. Give me a second. All right, he can join back, I think. I'm gonna disconnect him. Rejoin. Yo, hello, Ichi?
You're retarded. How the fuck did you like? How did you make the role so you can't see text, but you also can't see the VC? What the hell?
Hey, yo, because I'm fucking amazing like that. With that being said, bro, yeah, you can get back to it. Let me turn on this timer again.
Okay, as I was saying, okay, Will, what was the argument you made against this?
Which one? The fucking scans you just recently sent? You cut off, so I can't lie. I didn't hear
Okay, okay, I said the differentiation between Azure Ragna has. She like makes a clarification that it's a power of everyone's powers and everyone's possibilities, and then we know that the differentiation between this Azure and the other one is because the other one is stated to be like the power of origin that exists everywhere and transforms like everything into everything. So it's like this primordial power, which Ragnar doesn't have. He's drawing power from everybody's possibilities. That's the differentiation we have here. That's why I'm saying he doesn't have full power of Azure because he can't manipulate everything in existence or like every possibility that exists. And blah blah blah. He can't do that. He can only manipulate everybody's possibilities and the power of the possibilities in the world. That's why I'm saying there's a limit to the
Speed Force.
Yeah, you're phasing in and out reality.
I'm in the Speed Force.
Yeah, bro, you're in Speed Force.
That's unfortunate.
No, that's fine. I'll grant you need less AP. That's fine. We got some.
Okay, that's fine.
Progress.
That's fine. Okay, you can get it to your AP scaling. Let's get it. Let's get it, Will.
My AP scaling. My AP scaling back. Give me 1 second. Pull the scans up real quick. Find him real quick. You stop making the noise, motherfucker.
My bad.
Now you're good.
Will tried to use my meta on me, bruh. Nigga tried to hit me with the DQ flash.
You're chilling me.
He was close. I'm not gonna lie.
Trying to find these damn. I can't lie. You got me nitpicking on my scans, bruh. You got me checking them.
yeah. Yo, it's. I'm sorry, man. Like it's the plot minute meta.
What? Plot minute?
Yeah, I
So
have
you're
plot manipulation.
DQ'd again? Okay.
Wait. My character doesn't have
No,
that.
not chill. Hold on a second.
Yo, Rangy, oil up. No gay shit. No gay shit.
What? Whoa. Ichi
I don't know
gets
about the
DQ'd
retort
for
for
that.
Yeah, that was no gay shit. No gay shit. Only straight shit, bro. Because all of us are obviously straight men here.
You're trans.
Besides Forks.
I mean, Forks is like canonically like bi transform or some bullshit. I don't know.
Close enough. This nigga Will is scared shitless. He looking at his
What are
scans
you
right now.
talking
He's
about?
like,
Yeah, what? No. Hold on a second.
He's
Yeah,
dying. He's like,
because obviously some of these scans are DQ. Some I'm checking them. All right, I'm checking them.
nigga, I got some out of tier ass scans. That's what he's doing. He's like, my scans so out of tier. Hold up. Let me nitpick real quick. That's you right now.
All right. So first, I'll just start. Actually, I'll start off with speed. So I would argue that Reinhard will be inherently above Ren just because we're scale 2 or relative 2 because they're able to honestly keep clashing at a consistent rate. So obviously Ren is above time. That's kind of his entire emanation is to have complete and utter control and dominance over time. And Reinhard is able to move through time. I mean above it because that's why he's able to fight Ren Fuji on like a consistent
This
standpoint.
is when I grab you with the DQ, nigga.
How is it DQ?
How's it DQ? Okay, let's get into it. So let's go down this pipeline. So Will,
go ahead.
What do you think being independent of time gives you?
What are you talking about?
Wait. Let's get into it. Okay.
He's not independent of time. He can be above it. Does not mean he can still exist within it. That's not being above it conceptually or any way, shape, or form. It's still having the feat of immeasurable speed, but still can be dependent of time. It's just obviously dependent of the circumstance. Like in this fight, he has to be above it in order to be able to fight Ren Fuji. That's just like, yeah. So narratively, that makes sense as well.
Wait. That doesn't make sense. Okay, that doesn't make. How's your character immeasurable speed but still bound by time? That doesn't make sense.
Well, because he has two forms. He has two forms.
So
he can be and can't be. Like that's fine.
Wait. So your character is also like trans dual?
No. How's it trans dual? No, I wouldn't even say it's trans dual. No.
So wait. So at the start of the fight, like what form is your character in? Is he like above time in this fight?
He's Reinhard Hadrick, so I would say he's measurable speed in this scenario. Yes.
So he's in the form where he's above time in this fight. Okay. So
no, that's not. How's that independent? How?
Okay. So be a measurable speed. You have to like move beyond linear time or be beyond linear time. Your character.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's measurable speed. So wait. So that's N tier.
Wait. Here? I'm getting into it. Will. I'm getting into it. So you know that in VSBW terms or definitions, they state that a character that is beyond time would be acausal 4. Like we can go to the definition. Placed on a different level of like causality because you're independent of time.
Show me that.
It doesn't even say conceptually. Okay, I'll get it.
Well, okay, then that also applies to your character as well.
No, my character's not.
Yeah. Oh, okay, but your character's still able to kind of dictate time and space. So he would have to be above it to be able to dictate it. We already went over that. Talking about Gara being able to view it and keep it in control. And your character scaling to that. So your character would also be at a tier if this is
no. There's a difference. No, there's a difference between.
There's not. Wait.
Will,
it's the same exact thing. Same exact thing.
Will, do you think if a character has time stop, they'd be above time itself?
I never said that.
No. Oh, okay. My character can control the time, but he's not above time itself. He just
but your character scale is relative to somebody who dictates over all of it. And if he chooses not to be, it won't exist anymore. So if we're going by the same logic, your character is also a causal type 4 and DQ'd.
Not necessarily, because
Will, character is relative to somebody who dictates all of it. He has to be above it to dictate it. That's just I'm stronger than you. if I'm in a fight and I'm
true.
stronger than you and I'm better than you, I can dictate how the fight goes. That's just simple. That's just how a one-on-one goes. How this happens. Right? If I'm a policymaker, I can enact the policy and control how the policy works. So this is how this works, right? If your character is above this or skills relative to somebody who is above it, that's the entire point of your Universal Plus scan or AP. Then your character is also added to your A causal type 4 by your own.
No. Will, I'm saying that, okay, I'm saying that the manipulation of an object doesn't grant you to be beyond it. My character's still bound by time.
About? No, he's not. No, he's not. How? Ichi.
Okay,
Ichi,
how?
Ichi, listen, we've already been over this, right? So the Takamagara can view something, and if he can fade it out of existence. He has to dictate it. That's the entire point of the scans you set and how it is Universal Plus. So by your own logic, your character is also not even Universal Plus, and your character is DQ. So like, that's
I'm saying the context of my scan is completely different from yours. Sure, it can dictate this thing, but my character is still bound by some causal system.
It is. How? Because he skills relative to somebody who's above time and space.
No. Let me finish. Because he does true, which is the point of everything. My character is using effect of it. That allows him to manipulate other people's possibilities, which is the argument I brought up later.
But you infer that the Azure is above the Takamagara. But you infer
the true Azure, but my character's only manipulating
No. This is how. First of all, the scan that you seen by Ragna saying I can sense the power of the Azure for you was meant to put him relative or above because of the Azure. So that's not even true with your own scans. So it's a DQ. So by your own logic, you are DQ.
Wait, Will. I gave a differentiation between the two Azures, which you allowed me to have Uni plus AP after I went over my Azure argument.
That's fine. You can have Uni plus AP, but you're not. But now you're DQ'd using the same exact logic that I made before.
Because I gave a differentiation between the manipulation of an aspect and manipulation.
Okay, hold on a second. So you're contradicting your own argument. So you're being just disingenuous in this case. It's the same scan. Ichi, let me provide my rebuttal. So first of all, the very same skin that you sent to prove that he scales relative or above the Takamagara, and even in the hierarchy of this verse, the Azure is the thing that dictates all, right? That's fine. You provided the distinction between the Grimoire Azure and the True Azure. That's fine. That means they're both above that. So therefore, in either differentiation or interpretation, your character is a causal type 4 anyways. And you use the same line of scaling to prove that your character is Uni Plus by scaling him to the Takamagara, who has to be above it because he can just choose for it not to exist. He dictates it. You have to be above something to dictate it.
Okay. The issue, my entire issue with that line of scaling would just be one, he dictates space and time as context to the universe, right? So do you think? Wait.
Fine.
So in my verse,
that's fine.
Let me finish. Do you think that your versus time system is the same as mine? My versus time system has a system of many possibilities and many timelines, right? The true Azure dictates all of these things. The Takamagara system only observes a universe in space and time, which is so for my character to be above the entire causal system, to be a cause 4, they'd have to transcend all of the timeline systems, which is an entirely different system than yours. You are.
What are you talking about? First of all, you're also strawman that I said transcendent of it. He can move above it. Obviously, he's not transcendent to the concept alone, but he can still be above it. Listen, Ichi. So pretty much with your the same line of logic, your character is still DQ'd. It's still DQ'd. You already put your character above the Takamagara. I grant you that because you put your character above the Takamagara. The Takamagara dictates and oversees all of pretty much the world as is, space and time and all these other concepts, right? Obviously, there's differentiation between that and the True Azure. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that this character has to be above this, and with the same logic, your character is also DQ'd. It's also DQ'd.
Will, you are not tracking my argument whatsoever. Okay, my argument is this, right? I'm saying we have two different temporal systems. For my character to be a cause 4, they'd have to be independent of time itself in my versus logic. The time we have is these multiple timelines, etc. My character is only independent of, let's say, the universe is space and time, which is still bound to the overarching time of the verse.
But he scales to something who controls all of it. He scales to something he's relative to something who controls all of it. So that doesn't matter.
All of it in context to the universe, not in context to the overarching timeline, retard. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying.
Okay, then why does that mean? Okay, that means it's just layered in that case in point. Then that's fine. So you're arguing your character more out of tier. right?
No,
So,
no.
Ichi, in fiction, we can have scenarios where things don't make sense. Obviously, there can be a timeline that's above this, and a timeline that scales relative to that that's also above that. It's just layered. It's layers. So your character is layers in a causality type 4. That's fine.
No.
That's fine. That's
I
even
know
more
the
deep,
layered.
actually.
Will. I
More
know the
deep.
layered thing. It doesn't apply here because my character is still bound by a regular causal system, which your character isn't.
No, your character isn't though. It's not though. It's not though. And honestly, I would say with the scans you sent recently, your character is also relative to the true Ezra, which had a dictatorship over that. Because in the same scans you sent, it's yes it is. Yes it is. Because in the same thing, it says the true Ezra and the what? Like what are you talking about? So this is the true Ezra, the power of the Azure Flame Grimoire. So it literally says the true Ezra. So you can provide different titles of these things, but it's the same exact thing.
Wait. I'm okay. By true Azure, obviously in context of my sentence, I'm talking about the origin of things. This isn't the origin of things. She's saying this is the power of the true grimoire with the Azure Flame Grimoire, which is the
true Azure. No, it's the true Azure. So the matter of fact, your differentiation doesn't make any sense now. It doesn't make any sense now.
Well, in context, she's talking about. In context, she's talking about his grimoire, not the origin of things. Sure, she labels it as a true Azure, but she clarifies herself after.
Then what are we supposed to go off then? What are we supposed to go off then? So these scans just contradict each other. It's saying one thing and then doing the next. Like no, there's no verification. It's saying one thing then providing for the next. Like it doesn't make any sense in that case.
No. It's a
so then in this case.
What? Yo, Will. I'm not gonna lie, Will. If you think you won this point, we can move on. If you think you won this DQ point, we can move on because I think I made a differentiation between different timelines.
One question.
Yeah, go ahead.
When Will says there's two scans contradicting each other, please specify which scans you're referring to. I have no idea.
We can't do that. That's just being disingenuous. That's literally a half truth. As nitpicking things that he sent. I replied to her and you go read it.
What?
That is being inherently fallacious, right? These scans that you sent that contradict each other and the same set of 3 scans that you sent, you can't pick and choose which one it's actually referring to in context of your character. No. That's being dishonest. Okay, then you're not picking and choosing. She doesn't. No, she doesn't. So this is the true Azure. This is the true Azure? Are we kidding? But it's not the true Azure. So then what are we supposed to believe then? What are we supposed to believe then?
No, Will. The clarification after, and she says, okay, that the power of the Azure Flame Grimoire, nigga. She makes a clarification. She's talking about the Grimoire and not the origin of everything, which is completely different. That's
talking about. What are you talking about? Okay, so first of all, literally in the same set of 3 scans, Ragna says everyone's possibilities. And the scan that you sent earlier talks about the definition of the Azure. Inside the Azure resides all possibilities of the universe. And correct me if I'm wrong, you sent this in reference to the true Azure and the differentiation between what Ragna has, which is apparently not what Ragna has. He has the true Azure from your own scaling. So we have all this to kind of provide that this is not even the thing you're talking about. Right. And then in the same description, hold on, let me finish. In the same description of the Azure exists everywhere and nowhere. So your character is also transdual. What are we talking about?
No.
And nowhere. So he is a causal type 4. So he can't be independent of time.
Wait. Okay, Will. The entire issue with that is that that text box I sent, the one talking about exists everywhere. Okay, that's the origin of everything. That's the true Azure. Sure. I'm saying that the clarification that she makes about my character is referring to the grimoire, which is just the power of everybody and Ragna, which he himself said it's everybody's possibility. It's not the or everything, which is completely different, which includes all possibilities from other realities. It's not that. It's just him and everyone's possibilities. Everyone being the people within the verse. So we have a differentiation between.
But that's what the true Azure is. That's what it is. In the same scan that you sent, and this scan that you sent, I'll send another one too that will provide my justification to this, bro. It's like you're being dishonest with your own scans, man. Look at this. This is how you advise the true Azure. This is what the true Azure is. So your character is not only a causal 4, he's transdual. You're double DQ. You're double DQ.
Will, okay, Will. Okay, if you think you won this, we can move on because I showed a clear differentiation. I'm saying she's just making a clarification. I think I proved that point easily well. But I think your character
didn't. There's no clarification because in the same set of scans, you show how it is not only contradicting each other by saying, "Oh, it's not this." Okay, but then it's this. Like what? That doesn't make any sense. That's not a contradiction. I show in the same scan that you sent how this kid referred to it being the true Azure. and how that is grounds for DQ. Already been over
Wait. Yo, Will. I don't think you know the clarification of something. Okay, if I have a drink and I say that's a red drink,
I don't agree with your
wait.
clarification. I don't agree with it. I don't think it made sense at all.
Wait. Let me finish. If I have, like, let's say, for example, I have a red drink and I say, wait, it's a red Kool-Aid drink, nigga, that's not contradicting it. It's still a red drink, nigga. But she's saying, okay, this is
that's not equivalent. That's not equivalent. You can drop that.
That's definitely equivalent.
You know what? That's fine. We can go in and move on. I think that I've promptly proved within his own scaling, his character is DQ'd. So I'd like to get a ruling in that real quick. Matter of fact, I'd like to get a ruling on that.
Your character is more DQ'd than mine. Because I made a differentiation between them.
That's definitely not true. And first of all, you never can prove that's what a causal type 4 is, or how that would even apply to my character. So no, we can go in and get the ruling that this is a DQ. So
yeah, because you were trying to apply.
Okay, 1 sec. Yo, Will, are you gonna argue whether your character is DQ'd or not? Are you arguing that you're both DQ'd?
I'm saying he was DQ'd before me, and I've already provided how the scans he sent beforehand